Hello Internet from the festive Opupco studios. I'm Dave Morris, welcome to The Play. Today we'll take a look at the upcoming Thunder schedule, we'll talk tattoos and the weather forecast. But first, Congress will consider a new proposal to avoid a government shutdown. A bipartisan agreement was reached Tuesday, just days ahead of the deadline. The accord will restore automatic spending cuts from various programs and save $23 billion over 10 years. The deal awaits approval from both the U.S. House and the Senate. Earlier today via Skype, we spoke with the Oklahomans' Chris Castile about the agreement and why Oklahoma delegates are divided on the issue.
Representative Tom Cole, Republican from Moore, who was part of the negotiating committee, though wasn't like most of them involved in the last, the very last details. He came out for it, so it's a good first step. Senator Tom Coburn, who always wants a much bigger deal, wants Congress to face up to the real problems, Social Security and Medicare growth, is against it. And but everybody else is, I think, kind of looking at it, kind of holding their powder for now. But I think there will be some division in the delegation over this.
Our man in Washington, that's Chris Castile, and he goes into that issue in some detail in that interview. You can watch that full video online at newsok.com. Federal officials announced Wednesday nearly 365,000 individuals have selected plans from the state and federal marketplaces as of the end of November. According to our health reporter Jacqueline Cosgrove, several hundred Oklahomans are among those who have found coverage on the health exchange websites.
So in Oklahoma, everyone is enrolling in the federal health insurance marketplace because Oklahoma decided that it would not be creating its own. And so last month's report was pretty small. It was about 350 people had enrolled in health insurance. This month, about 1,600 people. That's the latest numbers. About 1,600 people have enrolled in health insurance thus far, including the folks in the October reports.
The head of the police union says a policy banning certain tattoos is keeping potential recruits from joining the Oklahoma City Police Department. John George, president of Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 123, says he's aware of several instances of the department rejecting former military members for jobs because they sported visible body art. The Oklahoma City Police Department disagrees.
So we will hire people who have tattoos. The question is whether or not they show when they're in uniform. And we have officers that are currently on the department who have tattoos, that have gotten tattoos since this MOU and since this policy was adopted, that don't show while they're in uniform.
Interesting story. More from Juliana Keeping in tomorrow's editions of the Oklahoman. Tonight, the Thunder is in Memphis, the second half of a road back-to-back. Thunder versus Memphis, that tips off around 7 p.m. tonight. We'll have full coverage online at newsok.com from Darnell Mayberry and Anthony Slater. Tomorrow morning from this very set, we'll tape editions of the Press Row for additional sports analysis. Turning to weather, highs will be in the 40s in the next 40 days. In the next few days, I should say. I wish it was in the 40s for the next 40 days. There is a slight chance for isolated showers overnight on Thursday and into a very cold Friday morning. If freezing rain does occur, forecasters don't expect major problems from ice accumulation, although towards the end of next week, another round of wintry weather is ahead. That'll do it for this edition of The Play. Thanks so much for clicking and watching. Stay warm, stay safe, and have a great night, everybody.